Okay. Here's a... Yeah, I just unloaded the tumbler and I've washed it out pretty good. It's got to be washed a whole lot better. Recycling paper again. These shorts probably have never been worn before. I have no business wearing them in here, or the shirt, or anything else, because this does get a little messy. But I want to show you this if I can. This is the end of the second tumbling. Now that's a blue sapphire from Carolina. I mind that. You can see the sheen and that kind of deal. Maybe I can get some more light over here. Hang on. There we go. Alrighty. Now you can see that, I hope. Let's see, there you go. See that? And you can see the formation going in it. This is, you know, I might have to do something else with this. This is just was me fooling around to begin with that. But it's a beautiful stone. It's going to be, you know. Here's just a nice piece of quartz, very clear. This is going into pre-polish next. This is your Rhodesian garnet. Let's see. You see that? That's pretty nice. I mean, nothing special, guys. And by, you know, remember, I'm no expert in any kind of way. Another little Rhodesian garnet there. You know, this is stuff just to look at. Now, here's a piece of green tourmaline, and you know, I wish I had a flashlight to put under that sucker. You could see that. You could see right there. That's sort of nice just to look at. But it's not, you know, for a lapidary setting or something. You know, that's just in a bowl. Here's a couple pieces, and here's another piece of the green tourmaline. You can't even tell the difference of it hardly between a rough type tumbled emerald and a tourmaline. And a tourmaline's pretty cool, you know. It comes in much bigger, clearer pieces and cheaper than the emerald. Now that's a ruby. I got two pieces of ruby here, and you can see that these were just cuttings when I was fooling around. And you can see this right here. This is very important, if you ask me. You see that saw mark where I quit sawing? Can you see that? That's stupid. I should have sawed it off or cut it off with a Dremel. And with that, you can take your stones before you tumble them and maybe run over with a diamond Dremel a bit, you know, and throw them in some shapes, because you might make a hanging thing off this. And there's some Dremels, $15 online, or you can go to that Harbor Freight, use them. They're worn out. When they're worn out, throw them away. You're at no loss. But anywho, if you can see in this, I don't know that you can. Maybe you can now, but there's, you know, variety of rocks there. And there's an emerald piece, more tourmaline, moonstone, piece of quartz there. Even that's, you can see that's like glass. Now, alright, enough of that. Now remember, I was going to show you this, and then I can move on. Here's a tool. I'm not even starting using these diamond files. You know, and I got the other diamond stuff I've showed you before. Now, these stones I've taken them back, and this is what this looked like when I started. You know, like I said, this would be only a display piece, but it didn't look any different than this that looks just like a rock with a little green on it. And you never know what you're going to find inside. Matter of fact, this might end up not being a display, and I might cut this way and cab this stuff out. But it's very fragile, because it has these veins and whatnot running through it of impurity, of inflection. So, you know, I'll take a machine like this. Now see, this is why I run this here, because, you know, again, you know, being a young and dumb, I never ever thought about safety ever. But nowadays, you know, you're breathing this junk in, and so you just look at it, and then when you see you know, the black junk, really. And you want to dig it down to the good stuff. And once you start removing that, you go a little bit, you go a little bit, frequently looking along the way, you'll find whatever it is going to look like, or what have you. You can see that stuff. Now watch, I like doing it. See, the fan blows away. I'm going to make me a little duct work, and I'm going to suck it right outside. So it'll be simple as can be with old dryer flex hose and produce that. The fan, our squirrel cage salvage fan. That's what I would say do. Salvage yourself a squirrel cage fan. Make your own duct system. Suck that stuff right out of your shop. See, now when you get into some hard stuff, watch. You know, well, I didn't show you very well, but yeah, you see the difference? Not so much comes off the harder stuff. The nasty stuff you want to get rid of comes off pretty readily. Now, if you see the edge of a crystal formation, just follow it around and keep looking. And just keep looking as you go, and then the next thing you know, worst case scenario, is you got a stone here that you can polish up a little bit more and just set on your counter, and it looks lovely. Just like that. Well, that's if you ask me. And I'm no pro. I'm teaching myself again as I go. Like I said, I have done this stuff for a while, on and off. I forget more things than I can remember. Now, I spent about 2 hours picking through this box right here, and you know, there's a lot of good stuff in this box. You know, and I'm going to spend another 2 or 3, 4 hours looking through it. I bet you money. Now, and what I've started doing, can you see that? Is I'm categorizing the stuff. And these are all pretty fine and clear. They're very small, but I bet they'll inlay nicely after I polish them up a bit into a device to hold them, you know, gold, whatever, or silver. I've salvaged gold throughout the years. I think I'm going to start smelting it and try to beat it out. But it'd probably be easier just to buy a sheet of gold if I can afford it. Silver might be the answer, but I don't think silver and emeralds don't go together. But anyways, I've been picking and looking and picking. I spent a lot of time. Matter of fact, you know, and a lot of these eluded me. You see the darker one here? You know, I thought it was just a piece of graphite. You gotta look close, because it could be just a dark but translucent emerald. You see it, the difference now after it's a little wet? I thought this was trash, but that's a hard crystal. It's better quality than most of these others. And a lot of this stuff you just don't even see. You don't even see when you're picking through, and that's, you know, there's some very fashionable stuff here. All this, dang nabbit, all this here is fashionable, or that I probably should get a better tray with size, because that's the third one I've dropped. Oh well, I'll look like a hands and knees search, but it'll be there when I come back. All right. Oh, whoops. No. Here we go, but I was going to show you, you know, I've moved around the tumbler here deal, and there's that thing, and I'm in line. Let's see. And when you open this, and this one I've not done, you've got your rubber. You see that? That's the O-rings are important to secure your device. These is a whole other type of can here, as you can see, that does that bit. This is a little different. Let's see if I can do this without pouring this stuff all over myself. I was going to wear a shop apron, but you see, and you open that. Now you're going to have to wash that stuff out of there. I'm very interested to see what's in here. We'll do that in a minute. But you got to wash this stuff up pretty good, and you can see it's like mud. And I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to soak them overnight in some soap, and I'm going to get them to where we can recharge it with the